Hey guys, thanks for coming to the video. Today I'm going to do a review on the Ring wired door cam. I've never done a review, so this is the first. Picked this up for $59. It's Ring's newest. It's the Doorbell wired. It's smaller than the normal the other doorbells. It has pretty much all the options. It's in competition on their own brand with probably the Doorbell Pro. The difference would be the Doorbell Pro works on 5 gigahertz as well as 2.4, and this only works on 2.4. Being wired, they don't have this one doesn't have a battery to have to change and charge up, costing downtime, but you have constant power. The price point was $59, and I didn't have my hopes up. You know, I figured they would cheese out on some of the options, but I was really impressed with it after getting it, trying it out, installing it, stuff like that. I had to get the Ring chime with it. Came as a bundle with the Ring wired. You don't get the Ring on your traditional house doorbell like you used to. Your doorbell alert comes through here, which is beneficial if you don't have your phone with you. You can still hear the chime go off and know somebody's at the door. Now, the camera doesn't record video. It's live play, just like all of their cameras. If you opt for the Pro Protect Plus plan, it offers you 60 days of stored video. I like stored video being off-site in case the house burns down, somebody robs it and tries to steal the cameras or the chip cards or anything like that. I've still got the video. So I think, and I also have the alarm system too with Ring. So the $10 a month or $100 by the year isn't a bad deal at all. I know a lot of people fuss about it, but it's money well spent, and it's a lot cheaper than you're gonna get it at another company. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through a quick installation of it with some quick videos, and we'll see where we gotta go. Another footnote is the transformer on the Ring wired. It can use the one that's in place now in your home probably, as long as it's 10 volts or more. The Pro 2 has to have 16 volts or more. So I always suggest going with 16 volts if you have to buy one, but you're probably gonna be able to use the one that's already in there as of now. This one has another option on the video I'll go over later and show you some samples of what they have: pre-roll and advanced pre-roll. The Ring Doorbell 3 has a pre-roll, which when the alarm is triggered, it backs it up 4 seconds and shows you what happened before the trigger and then after the trigger. The Ring wired has advanced preset, so you have the trigger and it goes back 6 seconds and shows you the recording. The Video Doorbell 3 does it in black and white, and it does it in no audio. The wired gives you color and full audio. The quality of the camera is still 1080p, just like all their other cameras. Other functions on the app and the website still offer you the options to select where your motion zones are. You could set camera schedules up with it, so motion schedules, so that you're not getting motions when you know you're going to be busy and it doesn't just drive you crazy. So you can set the schedules up with it. The chime is kind of the same way. It has schedules. It looks for 2 things: motion or a doorbell activation, and you can set it to chime on either one or neither one, or set it up on a schedule where it doesn't go off from 9 at night to 5 in the morning, whatever your time scale. If you have a lot of traffic or your camera's by a road, I would not put this on motion, because it's gonna ding every time it sees motion, whether somebody pushes the doorbell or not. Just a FYI. My wonderful neighbor has a dog comes through about 12 o'clock at night on his nightly run. Why, I don't know. He just does. And I don't want to know about it. So I put the schedule on so I can sleep and not worry about the dog. So let's go on to the installation. Okay, here's the doorbell setup. I took the cover off, and as you can see on the black, there's a resistor right here that has, I've put on there, this black one. I always put the wires behind the resistor and let them kind of hold it into place. This is a transformer I was telling you about. Simple. This is the household system. It's 10 volts plus. You want to disconnect the power to this transformer before you start this installation. I disconnected it with the wire nut, but I would suggest you go into the panel box, especially if you're scared of power, and turn it off at the panel box first. Once you put this resistor on, you're ready to move on to mount the doorbell. I went ahead and took the doorbell off. We have 2 wires. These are a little bit longer bare, so we're going to cut these off a little bit so we don't have so much copper back there, bare copper behind it. One thing I like to do is twist it just like that. Kind of gives me something to go underneath the screw, a little eye hook, and it's ready to go. So I'm fortunate I have a lot of wire to pull out. Sometimes you may not have this much. If you don't, you're going to have to put little extensions on here, which is a little tiny wire nut, so 2 more pieces of wire and bring it out a little bit. Hopefully you've got enough. This is our new doorbell, Ring doorbell wired, faceplate. It only comes with the one black faceplate, and it's pretty clean. It's kind of narrow. You can see how it's not even as wide as the deadbolt on the door. On the back, you've got the 2 mounting screws, 2 wires, 2 mounting screws. They're not polarity sensitive, so it doesn't matter which one you put on there. You just don't want the two wires touching. So make sure it's clean. I like to wrap it down the bottom on the right and up on the left of the screw. That way it screws in and clamps down on the wire real good. That's where the eye hooks really come into place and help. They help me control the wire. I can squeeze it around them and it's good to go. The next thing is just square it up on the frame, put your screws in, and then you're ready for the faceplate. Before you put the faceplate on, there's a QR code on the side. Go back in. When you get these wires done, hook your doorbell power back up. This will chime a couple times. It'll say system on, doorbell's ready, and it'll run through its diagnostics. Then you can learn it into your app. It has to download updates. It's a doorbell. Not sure why, but it does. When it gets through, then you're ready to put the faceplate on. The faceplate has a screw hole on the bottom and on the bottom of the doorbell. Ring did us a favor and gave us this handy dandy little Torx tip screwdriver and a Torx tip screw. This is their version of security proof, tamper proof, whatever you want to call it. If you lose this, it's just a Torx head tip. So when you mount it, put your faceplate on, and then you're able to, it just sinks right in there and you control it. You can secure it right there. That's finished product. Now let's go into the chime. Okay, we're gonna hook the chime up. Got my helper with me here to help me. As you can see from the size of my hand, it's not very big. You're gonna have to program this in before you install it because it has the QR code on the back. Didn't come with any directions, so we're gonna wing putting this in. Now you'll see it light up green and then it'll flash blue. When you get it programmed in and it sees your Wi-Fi, it'll stay at blue and you're ready to go. Okay, this is a stick cam video. You saw me right there at the corner where it picked me up. There's a delay when it picks up motion to when it starts recording for some reason. I don't think it's internet speed, it just does, so you miss what started the trigger. Here's the Ring doorbell wired. You'll notice here 6 seconds before there's the trigger. Now this helps you know what was happening before it was triggered and you pick up a little extra video in the delay. This is the advanced pre-roll. This wired camera has it. I think it's awesome. Now you can see what you're missing with it, whereas with this video, you kind of catch it halfway through. If it's a car going down the road, it'll be 3/4 through the frame when you pick it up and start recording. With this, it avoids that. Super option. Okay, you saw it, some of the advanced installation, how easy it was. Remember the steps, turn the power off to your doorbell, put the resistor in the doorbell, take your existing doorbell off the front of your door, hook the 2 wires up, mount your doorbell camera, go back in, turn the power back on, hook your chime up if you have one, add it to your system. Simple as it can be. I'm pretty impressed with the video picture that I'm getting from it. The motion alerts, I kind of calibrated them a little bit to my likings, so I'm not getting near the stray alarms, motion alarms that you normally get. Still get 1 or 2, but nothing like I did with some of the other cameras on the market. The record video and response time from the camera, when I get a ring, is pretty acceptable. A lot of times that depends on your internet speed. Some people may have faster internet speed, get it faster. If it's slower, I can see where it would be an issue, but that's going to be the internet, not the camera. I suggest checking Ring out. Thanks for checking. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to. Appreciate it.